Right, so the next thing we want to do now is to start sketching out our layouts. Now, it is a dashboard, meaning dashboard are mostly desktop for us, right? We're starting with the layout, clean and intuitive is the goal. But first thing first, let's sketch out something really low fidelity. I think I love to do this a lot. Most times I do it on my notebook. I do this all the time, but because we're live, we have to just use a digital notebook. So now let's say it's a dashboard, mostly desktop. Of course, it's going to be mobile responsive 100%. But how am I thinking about this now? Dashboard mostly look like this. They always have two columns, one for the sidebar and then the main content area. We'll be doing this. I would take this as a full layout, and then a sidebar will look something like this. Main content area will look like this. So I'm going to call this is the side panel, which will be housing all the navigations and I mean mainly, and you have your main content area here. Okay, so this being done, and then of course I want to have something like this. This is where I will be having the user profile. Of course, I'll have your profile here, and then let's see, I'll have the company logo here. Let's call this logo, company logo. And then the next thing, this is where I want to have all the, as I mentioned here, the top level navigation, which is of course this is going to be the dashboard area. And then under this dashboard area, I want to be able to then have text links. Let's see, I will be using boxes to represent text to this. And then this will be representing like sections, which is also going to be able to, for this section, so this could be, let's say, recruitment. Under recruitment, I can call this area here to be like a quick text links, more like quick navigation. So if I want things I want to do, and here this is where I could actually have create a job listing. These are quick features, quick one click, as I mentioned. The other, as I mentioned while we were thinking about the product, there has to be some core features that has to be done by just a click. And creating a job listing is one of them. Then the other part is actually, then I will have different sections. So recruitment, which would be, this is where we would have all the sublinks that would be housing. I'll have my sublinks here, job posting. So job posting, candidates. Let's delete this, we'll just duplicate this, candidates, and then probably events, to-dos for the recruiter. So under recruitment, we can then also have, we already have job posting, we have candidates, we have events, to-dos. We can then have jobs that have been posted already, or we can then also have something like, again, remember that each of these are like the top level. Top level navigation would definitely be on the sidebar. By the time I click in each of these sublink, it will take me down into the main area, and I'll be able to see the second level navigation in the dashboard itself. So the next part I'm thinking of right now is actually, basically I could have like a quick link to jobs that have been posted already. And this is where, as a recruiter, because I'm signed in as a recruiter, I will only be seeing the jobs that I have posted. So some of the jobs I've posted will be showing like really on the dashboard here. I would say it should show on the dashboard. So let's say I posted, I'm looking for a UX designer. Remember that this is like a group. These are the jobs I've posted for. When I tap on UX designer, I would be able to see all the candidates that have applied. Then from there, I will be able to either approve, reject, and do all those other top level functionalities that is possible to achieve. Let's say you have like 3. I'm looking for a front end dev. Yep, broke it down that way. Then from here, let's see what other thing can we have here. Remember, I would also be just dropping the comments in the chat. Let me know if there are other features that I might be missing here. Let's see. Let's move this down a bit. I think we should be able to have, let's see, application, job posting candidates. So this should be showing applications. Yep. And then your jobs will be just rough. Yeah, of course this would be like home. Yeah, that would be like the top level home. And then of course I can search all my notifications. I think this would be notifications. to let me know what's going on. These are like quick links. I'm going to call this area the quick link area. Recruitment, your jobs. Remember that I'm signing in as a recruiter. That means that here is going to have my profile name. No, I think actually I'll be having my profile name here. I'll say welcome John. Welcome John. Okay, it's nice to have you. Now let's look at the content, the main area, what the content of the main area will look like. That definitely will be looking like basically showing me like a summary of all the activities that I can perform from the sidebar, from the side panel. Now, let's say I'll be doing something like this, doing like a 4-column. Let's see. Yep. Looking at something like this. I'll be having something. And this here would be showing me, let's say, active jobs. Yep, active jobs. I should be able to see my candidates here, events, maybe to-dos or something like that, Let's see. Active jobs, candidates, events, to do, those are some of the things that I think you should be able to perform there. Now, most dashboards always, have like different sections. So let's say this will be the create job section, and this could also be like a 4-column style. On that create job section, I should be able to have a situation where I get all the information about the candidate, the basic file, identity, and all those other things that comes with, the entire create job flow. We'll update this, and then the next thing I want on the dashboard could be some form of education for the recruiter, and that could be in form of a blog post. Now this is too big. Bring this in a bit, and this is going to be just 3 columns. Yep. Cool. And this looks good. This makes sense this way. We should be able to complete the design from this. Once this is low level, nothing fancy here. This is just helping me think about, okay, how I'm going to start thinking about the components. Now, getting into design, this is how I'm going to start thinking about it. I'll be thinking about building out components, blocks that are going to be reused across board, meaning I need to design a component that I can reuse across this way. This is going to be one component here that can be reused in different ways, same as this and same as this. All I just need to do now is design the side panel, design the profile header, design one component that will be used 4 times, design one component that will be used across board, and in less than 10-20 minutes, I'm done with the design in Figma. So let's jump into Figma to see what this will look like.